Deep in the dense forests of the Czech Republic, wild boars are multiplying at a pace that keeps both farmers and hunters on edge. Since the outbreak of African swine fever, hunting is no longer just a traditional pastime. It has become a critical line of defense for protecting crops and the nation's pig farming industry. The damage is mounting. Pastures are being torn apart. Corn and barley fields are devastated. And the wild boars? Smarter, bolder, and even harder to track. So how do the Czechs fight an enemy that's both fast and elusive? Let's step into the forests of Central Europe with Fargo Farm. Here, local hunting teams blend time-honored skills, modern tactics, and relentless determination. Their mission? To keep nature in balance and stop disease from spreading out of control. It's a silent, fierce battle, packed with moments every hunting enthusiast will not want to miss.
Altına düştü.
Wild boars are notorious for their destructive habits. They're a nightmare for farmers and forest managers alike. They root through young forest soil, upturning the top layer of humus, corn, wheat, potatoes, even vegetables and fruit trees in gardens. Nothing is safe. A herd of just 20 can devastate 5 to 10 hectares in a single night. Months of hard work wiped out in hours. In countries like the Czech Republic, wild boars cause an estimated 25 to 35 million euros in agricultural damage each year. About 12 to 15 million euros go directly to compensating farmers. And that's not even counting the total crop losses, which hit incomes and food security hard. On top of that, controlling wild boar populations through hunting campaigns, disease monitoring, and biological measures like protective fences and population tracking costs another 8 to 10 million euros annually. These numbers show just how destructive and costly these animals can be. Hunting wild boars is no longer a leisurely pastime or a simple sport. It has become a national duty, tied directly to protecting agriculture, stabilizing the economy, and controlling disease. To understand just how challenging this is, let's first look at the biology of the wild boar. What makes them both dangerous and incredibly hard to control. At first glance, the European wild boar, or Sus scrofa, might seem slow and lumbering, but make no mistake, their bodies are finely tuned machines of speed and power, designed to survive in the dense, unforgiving forests of Central Europe. Stocky frames, muscles rippling beneath the skin, allow them to move quickly through thick underbrush, climb steep slopes, and navigate rough terrain with ease. Adult males weigh anywhere from 260 to 400 pounds, and the largest can reach over 500 pounds, enough raw strength to challenge nearly any natural predator. And those tusks, 20 to 30 centimeters long, aren't just for show. They're deadly weapons, capable of inflicting serious injury to both hunters and dogs, if provoked. Sharp senses are the key to the wild boar staying one step ahead of humans. Their eyesight is limited. They mostly detect movement close by. Their hearing is extraordinary. They can pick up footsteps from 50 to 100 meters in a quiet forest. Their sense of smell is incredible. They can detect humans, food, or other animals from 1 to 2 kilometers away. They can smell through wind, through thick brush, and dense layers of trees. This allows them to sense danger early. They can choose to avoid it, hide, or strike back if necessary. It's not just their senses. Wild boars have incredible speed and endurance. They can reach 40 to 50 kilometers per hour, fast enough to dash through dense forest in seconds. Their running pattern is often zigzag. This helps them avoid being hit. They can sustain high speeds for minutes. Even experienced hunters find them hard to catch. While moving, they use the terrain to their advantage. They follow natural trails or hide in thick brush. They remain alert to any sign of danger at all times. Understanding the strength and habits of wild boars helps hunting teams in the Czech Republic. From seasoned hunters to younger groups trained by Fargo Farm, everyone can plan and execute their strategies effectively. One of the key strategies to control the wild boar population in the Czech Republic is large-scale driven hunting, also known as batu. In this method, hunting teams work closely with beaters and hunting dogs, moving through wide forest strips to push the herd out of their hiding places. Shooters are positioned at strategic points, locations calculated based on the natural escape routes that wild boars take when they're forced to move. This increases the chance of taking down targets quickly and effectively. This strategy is especially effective in winter. When the leaves thin out, visibility improves, and wild boars become easier to spot. Thanks to large-scale driven hunting, the number of boars removed each season rises sharply. This puts continuous pressure on the population and helps keep their numbers under control. It is the core strategy, combining team strength with knowledge of wild boar behavior. This allows the Czech Republic to reduce agricultural damage and prevent the population from exploding. In addition to large-scale driven hunts, the Czech Republic employs a more precise approach, targeted culling. Unlike driven hunts, which apply broad, rapid pressure, this method focuses on the individuals most capable of reproduction, adult sows and piglets. These are the core of the herd, determining how quickly the population can bounce back. The goal of targeted culling is clear: to slow down the herd's reproduction cycle. A healthy sow can give birth to 4-10 piglets per litter and have 1 to 2 litters per year if food is plentiful. With one of the highest reproduction rates in Europe, failing to control this key group can undo all the density reduction achieved by driven hunts in just 1 or 2 breeding seasons. When African swine fever, ASF, appeared, this strategy became even more critical. Rules about gender and age were lifted immediately, allowing both sows and piglets to be culled year-round. The goal: stop the virus from spreading between herds. Throughout the entire population control campaign, targeted culling acts like a crucial valve. It ensures that the gains from driven hunts aren't wiped out by the pigs' rapid reproduction. This layer of strategy keeps pressure on the population steady and long-lasting. In addition to driven hunts and targeted culling, night hunting adds another critical layer of control. It's especially effective in winter, when wild boars are most active after dark. By taking advantage of the times they move while humans interfere less, night hunting reduces the pig population without disrupting daytime farming activities. Hunters use high-intensity lights and night vision gear, combined with rifles and carefully planned positions, to locate and take individual boars with precision. This strategy not only improves harvest efficiency, but also reduces the risk of injury to both humans and hunting dogs, thanks to careful control of the herd's movement. Regulations on firearms and biosecurity are a key part of managing wild boars. As big game, Hunters are allowed to use only rifled rifles with a caliber of at least 5.6. Ammunition must deliver a minimum of 2,500 joules of energy at 100 meters, ensuring a quick and safe kill for the hunter. Strict biosecurity measures are also in place. Every wild boar that is taken must be sampled and tested for African swine fever, or ASF, to assess the spread of the virus. Hunters must follow a strict hygiene protocol, disinfecting vehicles, tools, and clothing, and thoroughly cleaning the processing area. These steps are not just formalities. They serve as a critical line of defense, preventing the virus from contaminating soil, spreading in the environment, and infecting domestic pigs. This ensures that both the wild boar management program and the livestock industry remain safe and effective. Community monitoring and cooperation are key to managing wild boar populations and stopping the spread of African swine fever, or ASF. Passive monitoring involves collecting dead wild boars for testing to identify areas where the virus is active. At the same time, active monitoring takes place whenever hunters take a wild boar, with samples collected to track the virus in real time. Together, these methods form an early warning system, helping farmers, veterinary authorities, and hunting groups respond promptly. Real-world results show that using a multi-layered strategy, combining driven hunts, targeted culling, biosecurity measures, and continuous monitoring, significantly increases the number of wild boars removed and maintains consistent pressure on population densities across forest and farmland areas. However, ASF remains in the environment, so hunting is only part of a comprehensive control system. The coordination of these strategies is key to maintaining ecological balance, protecting crops, reducing economic damage, and ensuring the safety of communities and the livestock industry. From their powerful build, keen senses, and exceptional speed and stamina, to their herd behavior and incredible reproductive ability, European wild boars have proven that they are not just a challenge for agriculture, but a formidable force in the deep forest. Their destructive feeding habits, combined with the threat of ASF, have forced countries like Poland and the Czech Republic to implement multi-layered hunting strategies. These strategies combine active and passive monitoring, biosecurity, large-scale driven hunts, and targeted culling. The close coordination between hunters, farmers, and veterinary authorities demonstrates that wildlife management cannot rely on a single approach. It requires a comprehensive, continuous, and scientific system.
Άμα έρθει εδώ δεν προλαβαίνω ούτε να κλάσω, να ξέρεις. Τώρα μας γάμα δεν ξέρεις που είναι. Θα του φλάσει από εκεί και σου έρθει από την πλάτη.
The story of European wild boars reminds us that nature always adapts far beyond what humans expect. And when the ecological balance is lost, the consequences can be severe for the economy and for our health. Managing wildlife and protecting crops is not just a local responsibility, it's a duty we all share. Follow the channel, share this video, and leave your thoughts. Every small action helps spread awareness and protect our environment.